Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday to you. Welcome to another episode of Gratitude and Gains, where we're going to get our bodies moving, get our blood pumping, set our gratitude and our goals so we can keep moving higher throughout the week. Super excited you're here with me. We are in the final stretch of the year, and I am grateful for it. How about you? Go ahead and check in with me in the chat. If this is your first time here, make sure you represent, put a 1 in the chat so I know, and I can give you a quick shout out. If you have been here before, you already know what time it is. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you can get more updates when I go live. But let's go ahead and rock and roll. Let's get into it this morning. All right, so I was going through my gratitude and my goals this morning, as I do every single morning. Okay, this is something super important for you guys. I want you to be doing this because you're going to see that you're making progress. It's all about making progress and getting closer. And so anyways, I was writing down my gratitude and my goals this morning. And guys, extremely grateful for another day to think clearly, to plan wisely. I got a lot of plans going right now to move forward with intention. I'm being very intentional about every breath, every step that I'm taking, every action that I'm doing. Like, I'm being very, very intentional about it. So I'm excited and grateful for that. I'm grateful for my health. I'm the simple gift of just waking up today, right? We take that for granted, but I'm grateful for it. I got to wake up this morning. It's a little cold, but hey, I'm grateful that I've got heat. And I'm grateful for the opportunity that is in front of me, every step that I get to take. So I don't know about you. I would love to hear what you're grateful for down there in the chat. I'm also grateful for the protection that God has had over my life, because God knows I need that. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. Been, I've caused a lot of my own pain. Let's put it that way. If you can relate to that, put a 2 in the chat, right? Where you've created a lot of your own troubles. That's been me in my life. And so I'm grateful for God's protection over myself, because I've made a lot of mistakes, and I'm grateful for his grace and the way he continuously just keeps to open doors and show up for me even when I mess up. So super grateful for that. I'm also grateful for possibility, opportunity, everything that's ahead of me, all the different things that I've got coming, and I'm grateful for that. God continues to provide ideas. I'm full of ideas, y'all. I wanted you to know that I got ideas everywhere. Sometimes it's hard to execute on all of them, but I'm grateful that God continues to put ideas in my head, give me direction and opportunities to just create meaningful work, and an opportunity to provide and create an impact in the community. So, and I'm especially grateful for this time of year that creates space, right? Being the last week of the year, things typically are a little slower. And so it gives us a little space for reflection, right? For resetting, for realigning, and just kind of refocusing on what truly matters. So those are just a few things that I wrote down in my gratitude journal. As you can tell, I take this very seriously, right? I write it down every single morning. So what about you? What are some things you're grateful for down there in the chat? Let's rock, let's roll, let's go. All right, I see Alex Alvarez. Good morning, good to see you. Hello, hello. JJ, good morning, good to see you. Hello, how are you? Tell me something you're grateful for. Just one thing. Tell me one thing you're grateful for. I'm also grateful for my mother. It is her birthday today. Happy birthday, Mom. Grateful for her because, hey, without her, there is no me. That's for sure. So happy birthday, Mom. Love you so much. All right. So as you guys are checking in with me, good morning, Alexa. Good to see you. Let me get to the message of the day. All right. I was going through my devotional this morning, and it basically carried a pretty clear challenge. It just basically said, trust me. Trust me. Not halfway, not when things feel urgent, not when life is on fire and you got things going on everywhere, but just trust me. Trust me with consistency, with decisions, with direction, both when you have pressure seasons and when you have peaceful seasons, when you're in the valley and when you're on the mountaintop. Trust me. That's basically what it was talking about this morning. Trusting God and having faith, highs and lows. A lot of times we always go to God when it's like we need something. He's like, oh God, why me? Or oh God, save me, help me. But, what we need to do is go to God and be grateful all the time and just trust God all the time. So it just reminded that sometimes adversity wakes us up spiritually, but sometimes comfort can slowly put us to sleep spiritually. Like when you get comfortable and you think everything's all good, and it's like you don't have this need for God anymore, and you start to just get comfortable and kind of put yourself to sleep spiritually. And I've been there. This is actually one of the reasons why I started this show, was so that I could hold myself accountable to doing my daily disciplines, reading my Bible, doing my gratitude and my goals, and being thankful for all the things that God has given me, and trusting Him. And so that's one of the reasons why I started this show, was because I fell asleep spiritually, And so I figured, you know what? I need something to hold me accountable to do these things that I know are going to help me keep it forefront. And so that's where this show came from. I figured if I have to share with you guys every morning what's on my mind and what's on my heart and what I'm doing, then it'll hold me accountable to actually do it. And so far, so good, right? Yes, God cares about the big leaps of faith, right? When we're in, our low times, but He really does value the small daily steps of trust too, the daily consistency, right? He values that, the quiet obedience, right? The unseen discipline, the steady commitment, right? He values that as well. He values relationship. I mean, imagine that for a second. Imagine you have a child that's maybe a troubled child, kid that's always getting in trouble, but he never calls you. There's no relationship there. He never calls you. He only calls you when he needs something. He needs that get out of jail free card. He needs you to come bail him out. That's the only time he ever calls you. And that's kind of how we treat God sometimes, It's like we don't have an actual relationship. We're not actually communicating. We're not having a daily conversation or even trying or attempting. But man, when we need some help, it's oh Lord, come save me. So I'm trying to just make it more of a daily communication, a steady commitment, everyday conversation. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense to somebody here in the room. All right. So we got editor. Hello. Good morning. I see you, editor Mano. Good morning. Good morning. Go Joe. Good morning. Good morning. I see you changed your profile. That's what's up. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to keep it fresh. Love it. Love it. Love it. Guys, if you can. Alexa, I see your comment. She says, I'm grateful for my family. And Shin says, happy birthday to her. Absolutely. Thank you. Shin, good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, if you guys can relate to that, where, You only go to God like when you need something, when you're like, oh, save me from this, God help me from that, you know. When you need help, when you need bailed out, like it's kind of like a relationship, you know, with your parents, when you only call them when you need help. Like, no, you need to have a relationship all the time, you know. So let me give you a little picture of where I'm at today and what I got going on throughout the week. This season is about finishing strong and building wisely. This is where I'm at right now. I got some projects that I'm finalizing. I'm tightening up some systems, designing a 2026 business plan and a life vision plan. So not just a vision, but not just a business plan, but a life vision plan, right? Kind of like a vision board, right? You got to have that to, you know, visualization is so important. I don't know how many of you guys believe in that or not. Like, if you can see it, you can believe it. Wait, no. How's that go? You can see it, you can achieve it. Something like that. I think that was R. Kelly. I believe I can fly. But no, seriously though, if you can see it, right? If you have a vision and it's clear, seeing it gives you a belief system that it's possible, and you start to take the small steps to get there. You got to see it first, right? So having a vision, something that you can look at. I'm a believer in it. I am. I've seen it come to pass so many times in my life. So, because we are creators, we're built in our Father's image, and our Father is a creator. So we are built to create. So when we create a vision board, our actions then align with that vision, and we start going out there and putting the work in to go create that life for ourselves, you know. But if you have no vision, you know, you don't have it written down. You have goals, but they're not written down, all that kind of stuff. Like, it's just not going to work out as well. That's why I do my gratitude and goals every single day. It's important to write them down, keep them in front of you, right? And my business plan and vision board. So that's what I'm gonna be working on. Sounds silly, sounds like some woo-woo stuff, but you know what? It's important. So I'm gonna put that together. So this season, it's not just about working harder. It's about working smarter, more efficient, more strategic, more intentional, right? Creating systems that give freedom and not pressure. That's what I'm looking for. Systems that create efficiency and not chaos, and also bringing in the right people, right? The right partners that can help me to build the vision that I'm looking for, right? So that's where I'm at right now. What about you? Uh-oh, there I am. Okay, that was weird. It said connection lost, reconnecting. So I might have lost y'all there for a minute, but I'm back. And we're gonna land this plane. The lesson basically I was going over is that, you know, strength doesn't come from just pushing higher. Strength comes from trusting deeper, okay? Trusting deeper. When trust grows, clarity grows, okay? Courage grows, progress accelerates, right? All of those things come from a deeper trust, but you gotta have a daily discipline to create that deeper trust, right? You can't just go to God and only in times of need. You gotta come and you got to go to him all the time. Be grateful, right? Be grateful, because tomorrow's not promised today. We're not promised any other day than the one that's right in front of us. So go get it. You know what I mean? My action step for you guys today is I want you just to ask, where do you need to trust God at a deeper level? Where do you need to trust deeper, more consistently? Where do you need to trust God? Right? What do you need to stop over striving and start aligning on? Like, you need to kind of like quit striving so hard and just start aligning better. Alignment is important. And then what small, consistent steps that can you put in place today that can build the future that you're looking for? What small, consistent steps, right? And then take that step, own it, put it into work, move forward with faith and focus, and just go crush the day, all right? So in closing, as I land this plane, and I see y'all are still here. Okay, yeah, he said I lost you. Well, I'm back. It said I lost connection there for a minute, but I'm glad and grateful that you are here. Guys, check in with me in the chat. I'm about to land this plane here in a minute, but I want to give some shout outs before I do. Okay, editor, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here. I'm grateful for you. All right, grateful for you and everybody tuning in every day. I appreciate y'all. But by the way, do y'all do those New Year's resolutions? How many of y'all do those New Year's resolutions? Tell me if you do that. Are you a New Year's resolution kind of person? Right? Just curious. Some people are, some people aren't. Right? But as we close this year, remember this. Wherever you're at, okay, you're not behind, you're being positioned. You're not stuck, you're being strengthened. You're not uncertain, you're being guided. So just finish this year with gratitude. Be grateful. Prepare for next season with intention, okay? And walk forward with bold confidence. Trust forward. Build wisely. I can't even talk, I'm on this treadmill. Build wisely. Okay, and let's go. We'll win the day. Let's rock. Let's roll. Let's go. Guys, appreciate you being here with me. Thank you, editor Mano FYT. All right, I'll see y'all on another episode. Catch y'all tomorrow. Let's rock. Let's roll. Let's go.